Yo, what up? What up? We are live answering your fantasy football question. Flex. All right, got them all pulled up. Let's get it. Yo, yo, what up? Alrighty. Yo, sorry I'm late. Oh, it's all good. We just started. What's up? What up? What up? Oh wow, early. I'll be live later tonight too. Debo or Jamal Williams? I'm going Debo as long as he plays. Should I get DJ Moore? And what's the other part of that? Caden. What's up, my guy? What up, Mark? Debo or Gameball at flex, full point PPR. As long as Debo plays, I'm gonna play him. What's up, Tyler? What's up, Carlos? How you doing? Should I get DJ Moore and Lenny for D Hop? If you're getting DJ, yeah, for D Hop and Edmonds, absolutely. If I'm getting the DJ Moore side and Lenny side, 100%. Would you flex Evans, Gameball, or Herbert? Let me see. I think I have Evans higher. I'm pretty sure I have Evans higher. Let me see. Where's Mike Evans at? Mike Evans is a couple spots higher than Herbert. So it is close. Cleveland or Denver? I have Denver. Boyd or Johnson? Who's Johnson? Deontay? Should I drop Gainwell or should I drop Sterling Shepard or Gallup for Sterling Shepard? I would keep Gallup. I have DJ Moore and Kelsey and got offered Schultz and Cup. Do I accept? Got offered Schultz and Cup. No, I wouldn't. I would keep what you have personally. Yo, what's good? Should I start Amari, Jacoby Myers, or Brandon Cooks? I would go with I want to say Brandon Cooks. I got to double check this. Amari might be higher though. Amari Cooper is a couple spots higher for me. Amari Cooper. Should I drop ratio for you? My rankings, Joe Mixon at 13. Yo, I know Joe Mixon has a great matchup. He has a great matchup, and I felt bad ranking him that low. It's just like, who do I put him over? Like, I love all those other guys that are ahead of him. Just so hard. Terrell Williams or Patterson? I have Patterson higher. What's up, man? Hurts or Herbert? And Higgins or Marvin Jones? I go Hurts and Higgins. Zach Moss, Jarvis Landry, Devontae Parker, or Jalen Waddle in the flex. I would go with Zach Moss there. Well, I would go with Jalen Waddle unless if Parker plays this week, I would go Zach Moss. Yo, what's up for flex and half point PPR? Do I go Sterling Shepard, Cobb, or Marvin Jones? I have Marvin Jones the highest, Brian. Should I trade Miles, Sanders, Gainwell, and Diggs for Henderson and Mike Williams? Yes, I would. If I'm getting the Henderson side, absolutely. Should I start Pittman or Brandon Cooks? For me, Brandon Cooks. Herbert or Collins? Herbert. How many yards Jones getting for rushing? I like his over tonight. His over is 61.5. I like his over tonight, especially with J.J. Watt now out for season. I like him to go over. I think they're definitely going to lean on Aaron Jones. One other thing I do like, Chase Edmonds, 22.5 receiving yards. I like the over on that. What's up? What up, everybody? You're doing this trade, Lamar, Evans, and Waller. I get Cook and Diggs. So who's your other quarterback, Brian? Who's your other quarterback? Hawkinson or Schultz? Hawkinson. Robert Woods or Claypool? Ooh, I think Robert Woods maybe just by a little bit. Let me see. Wide receiver ranking. Robert Woods. Claypool, yeah, he's 2 spots higher. Nick Folk or Bagley? Nick Folk. I have Nick Folk higher. Should I trade DK and Javonte for Barkley? Yeah, I would do that. Starting cards D tonight. Yeah, I think they're okay start. Herbert or Gainwell? Herbert. Rodgers or Burrow? I have Burrow higher. I would like to thank you for telling me to trade Gibson for Swift in like week 4. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Listen, Antonio Gibson is an absolute must sell. I would not want Antonio. I actually just traded away Antonio Gibson. It was like it was Michael Carter and Antonio Gibson for James Conner and Jalen Hurts because I had no quarterback. Literally, I started Jameis Winston this week. So I was down bad at quarterback, but I was like, you know what? I really don't like Antonio Gibson. Once again, I said this in my own video that I don't see right now in fantasy football, I just don't see a massive difference between James Conner and Antonio Gibson in fantasy football. In real life football, Antonio Gibson is much better. But in fantasy football, they're both first and second down bruisers. That's what they are. That's their role. They don't see receiving work. Yeah, Antonio Gibson had his 70-yard touchdown against Buffalo. That was a fluky. You take that out. He's just not that good. I love him as a football player. Next year is going to be the year of Antonio Gibson. Next year, once J.D. McKissick is gone. Tannehill over Sam Darnold. Yeah, Sam Darnold looks... Ugh. Hit that like button for Kyler to get 2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, that's a good one, Ozai. Hit that like button if you want your fantasy football team to win this weekend. Ooh. Also, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So, profile in the description, the link tree YouTube channel. All right, let's get to this. It's official. Oh gosh, they won't have MVS tonight either. Oh man. Should I risk pick up who's your other players, Jeffrey? Did I win this trade? Patterson and Schultz for Zeke. I have Henry as my RB1. Patterson, yeah, absolutely, yes. That's a win, Daniel. Pick 2 to start. We got Amari, Robert Woods, Kadarius Toney, Javonte Williams. So Amari Cooper for me is who I would go, and then I would go with I'm going to say probably Robert Woods. It's probably close between him and Javonte. Although I like Toney. Once again, this is early. Okay, we're only on Thursday. I'm definitely going to be updating my ranks, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and come back to make sure everything's finalized. But right now, I'll go with Robert Woods and Toney. Cousins or Rodgers? Cousins for me. I really don't like Rodgers a whole lot tonight, although he'll probably ball out, but I really don't like him because he's down so many weapons already. Start CD, Chuba, or Darrell Williams. CD Lamb. Trade Sutton and Thielen for Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I would do that trade. Trade away Kupp and Cowboys D for Debo, J-Rob, and Cardinals D. Yeah, I would. Man, Cooper Kupp's on pace to break records this year in terms of fantasy football. I mean, I do think that's a pretty good trade, though, honestly. I probably would do that trade. Both those guys had their bye weeks. Trade Fournette for Chubb, win or loss. I like that trade. I would take the Chubb side. Marvin Jones or Claypool? Marvin Jones. Lockett for Toney and Jamal Williams. I'd rather keep Lockett personally. What's your thoughts on D-Hop at the moment? I mean, I like D-Hop. I think he's more of a back-end wide receiver 1, though. Aaron Jones, Chuba Hubbard, or Herbert need to start 1. Where is Stream Elements not in here? It doesn't look like Stream Elements. Where is Stream Elements? Bot is running. Well, my bot is not running because it's not saying this stuff. So where are you at, Stream Elements? What are my thoughts on D-Hop back-end wide receiver 1? Aaron Jones, Hubbard, or Herbert need to start 1. Aaron Jones. Obviously, I'm not going to start Mixon and Eckler, but from my flex, I have some options. Hubbard, Collins, Michael Carter. I'm leaning toward Hubbard. Yeah, I would go with Hubbard. Yeah, I would go with Hubbard. It should be a better game against Atlanta. Yeah. Listen to my God squad. Dak, Henry, Najee, D-Hop, Kupp, Kelsey, Chuba. Yeah, that's really good, Kale. Definitely really good. Who wins this trade? We got OBJ and Knox for Miles Sanders and Higbee. I'll take the. I'd probably go with the Miles Sanders side. Who do I start at flex? Sutton, Shepard, Devontae Smith, Robert Woods, or Elijah Mitchell? I would go with Elijah Mitchell there. Toxic. Hey, and there's Stream Elements. Finally, there you go. Dak or Burrow? Dak. Waller is on bye, so is Tonyan and Musket. I have Fant too. No, I would definitely go with Fant there. Cardinals D or Bears D? I would go with the Cardinals D. What can I trade Kittle and Michael Thomas? I need a wide receiver, thank you. I mean, it's hard to really say, but I do think those guys are going to be rising in value here once they George Kittle is supposed to return next week, and then Michael Thomas should be coming back soon, so you should get a decent amount. I don't know what exactly, but I would just start sending out trade offers that you like. Deontay, AJ Brown, Thielen. I would go with Deontay and AJ Brown. And Shepard was there, but I would still go Deontay, AJ Brown. Elijah Mitchell or Edmonds? Elijah Mitchell for me. Unless it's full point PPR, then Edmonds. My lineup this week is Josh Allen, Eckler, Aaron Jones, Mike Will, Evans. I'm worried about Mike Evans against Lattimore, though. Yeah, but without Antonio Brown, I think Mike Evans is going to do better than what he usually does. Who's a good waiver wire AB this week? RB? Who's a good waiver wire RB this week? I mean, at this point, it's like, yeah, Gainwell, Boston Scott. I think that Phillip Lindsay's okay right now. I mean, then I'm just picking up high quality backups like your Jeremy McNichols that will see a large role if something happens to the starter. AJ Dillon, those kind of guys. Start Chubb and Patterson. Yeah, I mean, I would do that. Booker, Chuba, or Darrell Williams. Booker, Chuba, or Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams and Chuba Hubbard. Is Javonte and Corey Davis for Lockett a good trade? Yeah, that's okay. Randall Cobb or Amari Cooper or Khalil Herbert. For me, Khalil Herbert. Pick 3, we got Debo, Mike Evans, Adam Thielen, Courtland Sutton. I would go with Debo, Mike Evans, and Adam Thielen. You don't need to start one. Michael Carter, Myles Gaskin, or Alex Collins, PPR. Honestly, Michael Carter for me. Who would you trade Mixon and D-Hop for? You could get a lot for that. I mean, I'm definitely looking at like the top 5 running back if I'm doing those guys. Like 100% a top 5 running back. I was on a 3-game winning streak before I lost 87 to 141. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, hey, you got to lose some, You can't win them all. I offered a guy Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen for Najee and Higgins. Is that fair? Aaron Jones and Keenan Allen for... Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair trade, honestly. I think that's fair both ways. Beasley or AJ Green? I need to look at that. Let me see. I want to say AJ Green. Oh, Cole Beasley's 1 spot higher. He's 1 spot higher. Trade away Ridley for Patterson and Deontay Johnson. Yes, I would do that. Should I trade Diggs for Chase? I probably would do that. I probably would. Jamar Chase looks really good right now. Which defense? Seattle, Eagles, or the Browns? I'd probably go with the Browns. My 5 bold predictions. Joe Mixon gashes the Jets for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lattimore shuts down Evans. Godwin takes over with 100 and a touchdown. Saints stun the Bucks. Kyler has 4 total touchdowns. Not bad, Saklan. Those are decent. I like those. Need 2. Mixon, Zeke, and Henderson. I would go Zeke and Henderson there. Thoughts on keeping Ridley? I have Moore and Jefferson as my wide receivers, and I feel like I could pick up a better. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to keep Ridley, keep him. Do you have Tyler Boyd or Big Ben higher, or Tyrod or Big Ben higher this week? Is Tyrod officially coming back this week? Is it official he's back? I mean, if Tyrod Taylor is officially back this week, expected to start. Okay, yeah, he's expected to start. So as long as he comes back, yeah, I mean, I would have him higher than Big Ben, honestly. He has that rushing upside that Big Ben unfortunately doesn't have the rushing upside. he tries. If Scantling plays tonight, him or Waddle, I think somebody said that Scantling was officially out. So, I mean, I would still go with Waddle regardless. Should I trade Patterson and Sutton for James Robinson and Tyler Lockett? Yes, I would. So, do I have to wait 5 weeks for your full 5 bold predictions? Whoa. Last week I gave them, and a couple of my bold predictions did come true, but I'll have yours. I will have your bold predictions Saturday. I'm going live every single day from now until Sunday. Well, and Sunday, I'm going live. All right, Thielen or Gainwell? Thielen. What's up, Adam Sandler? Sounds like a lot like Adam Sandler. Devontae Smith or Deandre Johnson? Devontae Smith. Thanks, man. Glad to see the views and likes. Love it. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, and hey, we got 48 people in here. Listen, if you want to win your fantasy football matchup this week, then you need to smash that like button, all right? Unless I guess the fantasy gods aren't going to be in your favor if you don't smash that like button. So make sure you smash that like button. And if you're over on TikTok and you want to get your questions answered, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. Trying to get through all the questions. There's a lot, but you have a much better chance over at YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. All right, let's get it. Is Buddy the Health on IR? Buddy the Health is never on IR. He's always active. Always active. Devontae Smith or... No, I got that one. Tyler, you look like you like bowling. Never. I don't like bowling. Actually, I don't mind bowling, but I don't ever bowl. Also, by the way, my biggest bold prediction this week with the Bengals would upset the Ravens, and that was the biggest storyline. You should mod me for that. All right, Seclin. All right. Here, you've been in here for a while. All right. Let's see. Higgins, Patterson. Ooh, let me see. All right, we got a lot coming in. So I'm going to rapid fire these. Rapid fire. Start Metcalf over Patterson. I'm 7-0. I would go Patterson personally. Should I start Patterson? If so, should I go for should I trade Patterson? I need a running back. I mean, I would keep Patterson right now. Pats D a good play. They slaughtered Herbert last year. I don't really like the Pats defense nearly as much as last year now. Do you think I can get a pretty good player for Gibson and Fant? I think that you could get a decent player, yeah. Zach Ertz or Claypool and flex. For me, I would go with Claypool. Gibson or Miles Sanders, drop to pick up Derek Carr from waivers. Miles Sanders. All right. Hey, yo, what up? Is Hopkins going to play? Yeah, they said he's expected to play. Brandon Cooks or Damian Harris? For me, Brandon Cooks. Unless it's standard, then I would go Damian Harris. Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Corey Davis, Julio Jones. I would go with Waddle there. Gainwell, Damian, or Elijah Mitchell. Emmons, Carter, or Booker. I would go with PPR. I would go with Booker there. Who do I start? Randall Cobb or Emmanuel Sanders? Zach Ertz or Claypool? Khalil Herbert or Randall Cobb? I would go with Khalil Herbert. Higgins, Patterson, Jerry Jeudy. Who should I flex? Patterson there. Would you go with Teddy B or Daniel Jones? Danny Jones. Danny Dimes, baby. Although I do like Bridgewater this week, but I love Danny Dimes. Is Aaron Jones popping off tonight? He really should. He should see a good amount of news. Any news on that FanDuel contract? It's just waiting to be signed. I do need to look at it. I haven't heard anything from Barstool yet, so I don't know. I really don't want to just... I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. Randall Cobb or Claypool? I would go with Claypool. Tonyan, Valdes-Scantling, Carter, Gaskin. I would go with Carter. I got Cooper, Kupp, Tyreek Hill, Debo, and Jamar Chase. Which three should I start? Cooper, Kupp, Tyreek Hill, and Jamar Chase. Do you think Dearness Johnson will get good looks with Chubb potentially come back? No, I don't think he's going to really play if Chubb's back. No. David Johnson or P. Ryan? David Johnson. What could I get for Ridley or Pitts? I don't want to stack them. I would try to trade Ridley. I would definitely keep Pitts, though. What could you get? I mean, you could get something decent, but it's really hard for me to say. Trade CMC. I'm 3 and 4, and who to go after? If you want to trade CMC, I mean, you better be getting like a top tier player. I would say like a top 10 running back. Najee Harris and DK for Adams? Absolutely not. No, I would want the Najee Harris side. What's going on, my brother? We got flex, Keenan Allen or Patterson. Jonathan, I would go with Patterson there. Standard scoring, OBJ or Jerry Jeudy in my wide receiver 2 spot. Jerry Jeudy. With Scantling out, would you go St. Brown tonight? He should be the number 2 wide receiver. It depends on who. I really don't like the wide receivers tonight for the Packers, to be honest with you. I really don't like them. Who should I target when trading CMC? I mean, it's really hard to say, but like I said, like definitely a top 10 guy at the position. Ertz or Hawkinson, pick 2. We got Cobb, Beasley, MVS, Jerry Jeudy, Tony. I would go with I got to double check this. Where's my wide receiver rankings? I would go with Jerry Jeudy and Kadarius Toney. I like Toney this week. Sam Darnold or Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan. All right, and I want to say real quick, a quick plug. If you want to win your fantasy football matchup, make sure you smash that like button. So the fantasy guys, you'll have good luck if you smash that like button. So smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. You have a better chance of getting your questions answered. So come over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. So profile in the description, the link tree over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Yo, I'm in class. So I can't hear anything you're saying. Yo, what up, little top? That's funny. Yo, hey bud, what's up, Wyatt? How you doing? And if you're over on YouTube and you want to get your questions answered, believe me, I'm trying to answer all the questions I can. If you want to guarantee 100% that you get your questions answered, sign up to be a member. You'll see Stream Elements talking about it. It's as low as $2.99. There's different tiers. You unlock different things. But the main thing is you get priority in chat, so you can see the members in chat. They have a green name. They also have a little badge next to the name. Once they say something, I jump to their name right away. They get priority in chat. Also, super chats are available. Use a super chat and 100% get your questions answered. All right, so let's get back to it. Little Top, that's dedicated. That is dedication. Can you give me a thumbs up if I made 2 good trades? Yeah, Little Top, let me hear him. All right, so Kyler Murray or Matthew Stafford? Kyler Murray. Tonyan or Jared Cook? I would go with Tonyan. Deontay Johnson, AJ Brown, or Tony in the flex? I would go with AJ Brown. Do I start Green Bay's tight end tonight? It depends on your other options. The Steelers are in school also because they're going, yeah, right. They're going to get schooled by the, yeah, right. Yeah, right. You wish. They're going to beat up on the Brownies. And Jonathan Smith with a $5 donation. We got Myers or Marvin Jones rest of the season. For me, I'm definitely going with Marvin Jones there. Appreciate the $5 donation. Appreciate it. Big shout out to Jonathan Smith in chat. Big W. Jonathan. Appreciate the $5 donation. Tonyan or Mo Alley Cox? Tonyan for me. For me. Khalil Herbert or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams. Should I start Ertz or Hawkinson? For me, I'm going with Hawkinson. Rodgers or Burrow? Burrow. Jerry, Judy, Gibson, or Tony at flex? I have Jerry Judy higher. Actually, for flex, I need to double check this. Where's my flex ranking? I might have Gibson higher, though. I believe I have Gibson higher. Where's Antonio Gibson right? Yeah, Antonio Gibson for me. I have Antonio Gibson higher. Antonio Gibson. Drop Hardman, Fuller, MVS, or Van Jefferson for Bengals defense. I would drop, personally, I would drop MVS. I would drop him. Especially because he's not playing tonight. I traded Eckler for Henderson and JJ, and then I also traded Damian Harris and Michael Thomas for Diggs, my team. Yeah, that's good. Little Top, those are both really good trades. Good job. I like both those trades. Debating Khalil Herbert or Devontae Booker. I have Khalil Herbert a little bit higher. It's really close though. What is the name that would not surprise you end up being the #1 scoring player at the position? I'm going to say Joe Mixon. I'm very high on him. For just this week's acclaim, you're talking about this week. The #1 guy that would not surprise me, I'm going to say is I'm going to go with, honestly, this week, Deandre Swift. I like Deandre Swift a lot this week. Rest of the season, Mike Davis or Michael Carter? At this point, Michael Carter. Michael Carter for me. Goddard or Tonyan? I would go with Goddard there. Should I start Keenan Allen or should I trade Keenan Allen for McLaurin? I probably would. I mean, I think that's a pretty even trade. So, like, whoever you like. Yo, peace out, Little Top. So, like, whoever you like better, I would just go with. I think it's pretty even between the two. I have them ranked constantly, like, right next to each other. Heading into the season, they're right next to each other. So, like, whoever you like more, go with it. I would probably want McLaurin, but it's tiny. Unless it's full point PPR, then Keenan Allen. Shenault, Tony, or Gage? Tony for me. Herbert or Hubbard? I have Hubbard. I think Hubbard's, let me see. Just a spot. Oh, no, I have Khalil Herbert. Okay, I'm wrong about that. I have Khalil Herbert 1 spot higher. I have Hubbard, Khalil Herbert, and Elijah Mitchell all ranked next to each other. So it's going to be, okay, so I have Khalil Herbert higher, then Hubbard, then Elijah Mitchell. I got to remember that. All right. Because those are probably going to be really 3 important questions. People are going to ask questions about that all the time. You need a miracle this week. McKinnon, Hasty, Scott, or Bolden. Bolden for me. Oh, that's non-PPR? I'm going to go with Boston Scott. Boston Scott there, Bo. Yeah, I'd go with Boston Scott and non-PPR. Kyler or Rodgers? I would go with Kyler tonight. Herbert or Hubbard? I have Herbert higher. Zach Moss, Waddle, Julio, or Emmanuel Sanders. Pick 2. I would go with Emmanuel Sanders, and I would go with Zach Moss. And appreciate everybody that's subscribing right now. Going to a meeting here now. We'll be lurking. All right, peace out, Clan. Let's see. We got 2. So we got a super chat, but real quick, you can go ahead and make fun of me if you want for asking this question. I would be too, like, can you bench Cup this week? Feel like the first quarter? No, I know. I understand what you're saying, but definitely not. I would not bench Cooper Kupp this week. No way can I do that. Should I trade Antonio Brown for Amari Cooper? Yes, I would want Amari Cooper. So Lee with the $2 donation. Shout out to Lee in chat. Thank you with the $2 donation. Yes, I would do that trade. I would want Amari Cooper. Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers? Optimized, I would go with Kirk Cousins. Fan or Tonyan? I would go with Fan. Start 2. We got Chubb, Hubbard, Damian Harris, Khalil Herbert, Gainwell. So I would go with Chubb and Khalil Herbert. I'm starting Hopkins over Godwin. Should I put Godwin in flex over James Robinson? No, I would. Me personally, I would want James Robinson at the flex over Godwin personally. Ozai, that's what I would do. Gainwell or Edmonds? Edmonds for me. I traded Joe Mixon, Emmanuel Sanders, Tony Pollard for CMC, Deontay W. I think that's a good trade for you. Yeah, I like that trade. AJ Brown or Cooper? AJ Brown. Also, real quick, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. 46 people in here, only 37 likes. So let's get up to 45 likes. We can do it. 45 likes. Sign up. Hey, Ryan Lentz became a starter. Shout out to Ryan becoming a part of the fantasy football team here at Aspire Sports. So Ryan signs up to be a starter. The number one thing that he gets is priority in chat 100%. So anytime I see his name, I always go to his name first. That's the best thing. Well, that's like the number one thing that you get when you sign up. But then there's other tiers that you can get. And also starting off at $2.99 a month, you can sign up, be a member, get your questions answered in chat 100% of the time. All right, Cardinals D, good start this week. I do like the Cardinals D. He's a little top. Welcome, Ryan. Yes, welcome. Also, real quick, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. All right, Ryan, we got David Johnson or J.D. McKissick at flex, PPR. For me, I would go with David Johnson. I like David Johnson this week. I really like him for the rest of the season going forward. As a lower end RB2, but still, there's upside here with David Johnson. Optimized. We got Kirk Cousins, clearly the better play, but he's trash in prime time, so I don't know. Yeah, I just Aaron Rodgers without his weapons tonight, it's tough. Do I trade Ridley and Dalvin and Fant for Brandon Cooks, Ezekiel Elliott, and Darren Waller? Toxic, yes, 100% I would do that if I'm getting the Ezekiel Elliott side. Jerry Jeudy, Woods, Sanders, or Hubbard at flex. For me, Hubbard, Parker. I would go with Hubbard. McLaurin, we got Ridley, Deontay, McLaurin. Need to start 2. Let me see here. Who do I have higher? I know that Deontay is probably, I want to say Deontay. Deontay and Ridley probably. Yeah, Ridley. So Deontay and Ridley. And we got Ruckus becoming a starter as well. Welcome to the team, Ruckus. Yo, we got 2 members now. Once again, you sign up to be a member. You get priority in chat. You can sign up to be a member here. I'll put membership. Number 1, it helps support the channel. It helps support me. Allows me to keep creating content for everybody. Allows me to do this every single day. To be here for you guys, to answer your questions, to help you through the fantasy football season. Then it also benefits you because you get your questions answered 100% if you become a member. Also, super chats are available. So if I'm not answering your questions, believe me, I'm trying to. But that's the best way. Tua or Rodgers? I'm going with Rodgers, Ruckus, for tonight. Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you, Ruckus, for becoming a member. And shout out to all the members in chat. Thank you all. All right. What's the best buy low RB1 for the rest of the season? I would say right now, Chubb. I mean, I think Chubb's a really good buy low. I think Darrell Henderson, he had a down week, and I don't think everybody's completely sold on him as being an RB1, but Darrell Henderson is absolutely an RB1. Elite snaps, elite opportunity share, everything for Darrell Henderson. Those are 2 guys. Darrell Henderson, like, absolutely, if you can get him 100%, go out and get him. He's an RB1 for the rest of the season. But Nick Chubb over the next 4 weeks has a real shot at being RB1 over the next 4 weeks without Kareem Hunt. Elijah Mitchell or Cooks? If it's PPR, give me Cooks. Tight end help? I think Tonyan. Who are some tight ends that I have here? If you need some tight end help, we got Tonyan, Dan Arnold, Mo Alley Cox, if he's available, CJ Uzama, Jason Swift. Yeah, I mean, if you can get Swift, but I think the secret's out on Swift. Hey, if you follow me early in the season or heading into the season, I was very big on Swift, and everybody that follows me on Twitter can vouch to this. Early in the season, there's one player that I had 100% of ownership on, and that was DeAndre Swift. Pats D or Packers defense this week. I'm going with the Pats defense. I really don't like either one of them, but if I had to play one of them, I would go with the Pats defense. And thank you for the $2 donation, Frozen. And look at that. We got Dominic becoming a starter as well. 3 members today. 3 members. Come on. Who wants to sign up to be a member? The record is 6. We could beat it today. I think we could beat it. As low as $2.99, you can sign up to be a member, and you get priority in chat. Also helps the channel. I mean, you can't beat that. Come on. Just don't go to McDonald's today. That's all you got to do. Don't go to McDonald's. Save your money. Become a member. There you go. All right. Kenneth Gainwell or Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert for me. Jefferson, Debo, Khalil, and DJ Moore. Pick 3. I would go with Jefferson. I would go with Debo and DJ Moore. I'm down, especially if Optimize is in. What did he say? I didn't see it. What did MP say? MP, let me know if you guys want to do them on board and want to make a new league. Yeah, go ahead, MP. I join. I'll beat you, MP. I freaking love Swift. Swift is amazing, isn't he? Will DK get more targets this week? Yeah, I think DK will have a better week. Last week was a really tough matchup against New Orleans, and then it was also raining. This week, it's going to be a better matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Geno Smith should have a better week, so these guys should have a better week. I still don't really like Lockett a whole lot, but I like DK. And I do think Tyler Lockett right now is a good buy low candidate, though, for the rest of the season. All right, we got James with a $5 donation. Yo, big shout out to James. We got Flex. We got Sanders, Kirk, or Lockett. I would go with Emmanuel Sanders this week, James, and appreciate the $5 donation. We also got August 1 in case with the $1 donation as well. And big W's to James. Thank you. If you have a question, August 1, I don't know if that's not August. I was saying August. Austin, it's Austin in case Austin Case. Jeez, wow. Terrible reading skills by me. This is what happens when I'm trying to read things on the fly. So Austin Case. Austin Case. So, did you have a question as well? Because you did the $1 donation. If you did, just let me know. Oh, I see one. Mixon and Judy for Edmonds and Lockett. I'd rather have the Mixon side. So, if you have the Mixon side, I would keep the Mixon side. Chenault or Randall Cobb? I would go with Chenault there, Kyle. Chenault. Tony or Cobb? Tony. Should I trade Eckler for Aaron Rodgers and Calvin Ridley? Eckler for Aaron Jones and Calvin Ridley? Yes, Parker, I would do that. You guys down for ESPN? Yeah, I'm down. And Dominic, did you have a question as well? Did I miss it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed Ryan. Ryan Evans, Dalton Schultz or Tyler Higbee? I would go with Dalton Schultz, Ryan. Sorry I didn't answer your question. Crazy in chat. Okay. Michael Carter or DJ? I would go if that's who's that? DJ? Not DJ Moore, I wanted to assume, right? If it was DJ Moore, absolutely. But I'm assuming that's David Johnson. I would go with David Johnson. I'm scared to start Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it is a little scary, but he's a stud. He's a stud. Yo, I'm going to totally butcher his name. I know that he follows me over on Twitter. Big over on Twitter. Coduris? I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Just let me know how to say your name in chat. Give me the best way to say your name or a nickname that I can call you. Just signed up to be a member. Also, we got a $2 donation from Charlie. Big shout out to Charlie. MVS officially out. You the boy for ripping through queues. Hey, yes, MVS. I don't know this. People have been saying this in chat. I haven't actually seen it. I don't have notifications turned on right now, but they said that he's officially out. People in chat have been saying he's officially out, so I'm going to take their word for it. So he's officially out, so don't start him. I know that it was a little iffy. He at least made the trip, but I guess going to be out for tonight. And thank you. Appreciate the $2 donation. And shout out to everybody in chat. All right, drop James Conner for Terrell Williams. I want to drop James Conner. No, I think that James Conner is going to be a solid RB2 for the rest of the season right now. No, I wouldn't. Yes, Kupp there playing Texans. He's going to absolutely destroy the Texans. He's number 1 for me this week. Trade Waller and Moore for Schultz and Stafford. Need a quarterback, W or L. Yeah, I think that's a W. Cordell Patterson or Jacoby Myers for flex. Normally have a B, so replacement needed. I would go, Dominic, I would go with Cordell Patterson. And look at that. We got Robert becoming a member. Yo, big shout out to Robert. Tua and Waddle connection since Adams is out. Yeah, if you want to go with this stack, I mean, go for it. I mean, I'd personally go with Rodgers, but if you want to go with the stack, I don't like Tua a whole lot this week, but if you want to go with the stack, go with it, especially with Rodgers being out a bunch of people. And look at that. We got a $10 donation from Cam. Yo, that ties the highest donation. Appreciate you, Cam. With the $10 donation, yo, this is awesome. We got a lot of people in chat right now. We got a bunch of likes. We got a lot of donations flying through. Hey, shout out to everybody in chat. All right, so we got start 2. We got Javonte Williams, Shenault, Devontae Smith, A.J. Dillon, Alex Collins, pick 2 for PPR, half-point PPR. So I would go with Devontae Smith, and then I would go with Javonte Williams. Actually, I got to double-check that. Let me double-check that. No, I have Alex Collins actually higher. Okay, so I would go with Alex Collins, and I would go with Devontae Smith, Cam, and appreciate the $10 donation. Then we got from Melvin, $5 donation. Yo, big shout out to Melvin as well. Trade Khalil Herbert for Laviska. Pick 1. Khalil Herbert or Chuba. I would go with Khalil Herbert, and I'd rather have Khalil Herbert over Laviska for the rest of the season. I think that even when David Montgomery comes back, I think Khalil Herbert's going to be involved in this offense. So, who's officially out? I've seen that people have been saying that MVS is officially out. Can someone confirm that 100% for me? Is MVS 100% out? Tyler Moneybag right now. Yeah. Hey, it is nice. People are donating. And I mean, I really do appreciate it. Honestly, it means a lot. It allows me to keep doing this and not have my wife be mad at me because I'm not working and this is my real job right now. That I'm trying to make it big, and I'm going to make it big. You can take that to the bank and deposit that. So it keeps my wife off my back. All right. Anyways, start Chase Edmonds. I would. It depends on your other options, though. Ertz or Higbee. For me, I would go with Higbee. CD or Mike Williams. I'm going with CD Lamb. Thoughts on Sutton rest of the season? I still like him, even though Jerry Jeudy's coming back. Hey, whoa, a $20 donation. Whoa, newest highest. That is the newest highest. Wow. Stolen fun. Hey. Appreciate you. $20 donation. Whoa. Look at this. All right, highest. That is good. Game, and thank you. Gainwell or Jay Williams this week. If that's Javonte, I would go with Javonte Williams. If it's Jamal Williams, give me Gainwell. That's what I would do. Yeah. So Gainwell if it's Jamal, and Javonte if it's Javonte. All right, and appreciate the $20 donation. Yo, big shout out. The Stolen Fun. Hey, appreciate the $20 donation. Means a lot. Thank you. And look at that. Yo, this is fun. This is fun. I'm having fun right now. This is a lot. It's always fun. But tonight is a lot of fun. I'll be live later tonight as well. If you guys didn't see, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also going to be going live. I got to pick up my kids from school in about like 30. I'm going to have to hop off in like 30 minutes here to pick up my kids from school. So, all right, let's get back out. Let's get back to it. Flying through chat now. Let's get to it and appreciate everybody once again with the donations. Big shout out to all you guys. You guys are the true MVPs. All right, Ernst or Fan? For me, Fan. Collins or Dearness Johnson? Collins. Should I trade AK and CD for Tay and Ridley? No, I wouldn't do that. I would honestly just keep what you have. I would keep Alvin Kamara. If both play, Shepard or Kadarius Toney versus the Chiefs, I would still go with Sterling Shepard there. Just like literally, I have him right next to each other. Let's see. We got Kyler or Dak. I would go with Kyler. Corey Davis, Hilton, Emmanuel Sanders, McKissick. Emmanuel Sanders for me. Trade Ridley and Elijah Mitchell for Swift. Good move. Yes, that's a great move. Let's see. Should I try to trade away Sutton? If so, who should I go for? Also, I'm worried about Fant. Should I be no, I wouldn't be worried about Fant. I actually think that's going to be good for this offense with Jerry Jeudy coming back as a whole. And if you want to try to trade Sutton, I do believe his value is a little bit lower with Jerry Jeudy coming back. It's really hard for me to say, but like target like an RB2 kind of guy. Some guys like like Elijah Mitchell maybe. I don't even think that you could probably get him, but maybe him in another piece. Whoa. Optimize with the $20 donation now. Whoa, you guys are getting crazy in chat now. No question. Just want to support the channel. Yo, appreciate Optimize. Shout out to Optimize. He's been him, MP, a lot of guys in here have been, day one fans, but Optimize has truly been one of the earliest people. Him and MP are like the earliest people. Used to hang out when nobody was here. It was just them talking in chat to me, like basically the entire stream. So big shout out to Optimize. Go check out his YouTube channel. Optimize. Link your YouTube channel. Put it out so everybody can go follow you. Whoa. My gosh. What is this? This is craziness now. $21. What is going on? This is awesome, honestly. Wow. This is crazy. Everybody's one-upping each other. All right. Come on, guys. Hey, appreciate it, honestly. It means a lot. Stolen Fun, another $21. Wow. This is crazy. All right, so appreciate everybody in chat. And this has been here. I've been here for a minute, I feel like. Charlie, no, you've been here as well. But honestly, it was like when I had like 300 subscribers, when MP and Optimize were there. I was like honestly like 300 subscribers. Really trying to get people to follow over on Twitter, answering everybody's questions. So like, yeah, it's nothing against anybody else that's been here. I believe me, I know everybody's been here for a long time. A lot of people have been. It's just those two guys, Optimize and MP, were like literally there when I had nobody. It was like 7 people in chat, and literally 5 of them were my own devices to make it look like there was more people in chat. So yeah. And we got Carson with the $1 donation. Hey, shout out to Carson as well. Appreciate it. Did you have a question too, Carson? If you did, go ahead and ask, and I'll answer your question. I'll be looking for yours. And definitely Stolen Fawn, I gotta look for yours as well if you're asking one too. All right, let's get back to answering some questions. Shout out to everybody in chat. All right, I was here on day 1 too, number 7. Hey, Noister, yes, he was. That is true. Noister definitely was. I know that for a fact. I don't even know if I'm saying Noister. Nuster. He was. I do remember him in chat as well. That was a long time ago. Yes, he was. All right, so let's get back to it. Drop D-Hop or Jeudy. For me, D-Hop. Someone offered me a trade, Pitts, Ridley, and Zeke for Devontae, Taylor, and Gronk. I would go with Pitts. I would want the... Ooh, that's close. That's honestly a pretty good trade. I'd probably go with the Zeke side. Honestly, I'd probably go with Devontae Adams side and Taylor side. I would go with that side, Daniel. Tony or Michael Carter at flex. I would go with Tony. No, I just want to be back on top. Is Deshaun Watson worth a stash right now? Okay, here's how I feel about Deshaun Watson. If you have if you're in a 2-quarterback or super flex league, absolutely stash him. I don't think he gets traded, but in the chance that he does, he can become a league winner because you had Roger Goodell say he's not going to end up on the exempt list if he does get traded. So he could play. Maybe it makes it more likely that he gets traded. I still don't think he gets traded, but absolutely in a 2-quarterback and super flex league. And then if you're in a 1-quarterback redraft league, like if you have a guy like, say, Kirk Cousins, he's like a top 10 quarterback, more like quarterback 10. But I would pick up Deshaun Watson in that circumstance, yes. But if you have a guy like Kyler or, Josh Allen, somebody like that, Tom Brady, no, I don't. I wouldn't pick him up. I wouldn't burn a bench spot. Just if you're in the other circumstances, yes. All right, Raymond, Van Jefferson, or Ayuk. If I do think Debo is going to play this week, but if Debo does not play, I honestly like Ayuk there. If Debo does play, give me Raymond. Chuba, Waddle, or Shenault. I would go with Chuba and Waddle there. Woods, Mitchell, Hubbard for Najee. Yes, I would do that. P. Ryan or Collins. Jerry Jeudy or Thielen. I would go with I have Thielen higher. Dynasty 3-keeper league. Trade away my second rounder, 5th overall after keepers, or for Elijah Mitchell and Hollywood. Thoughts? Yeah, I would do that. Your second rounder for keeper league. Okay, so this is so you're okay, Anthony, and your dynasty. It's a dynasty. So you're drafting rookies, right? It doesn't go back to like a redraft or anything. No, you're just drafting rookies, right? Or is there a certain amount of keepers that you're able to have in this dynasty league? So if you're drafting rookies and you're giving up your second round draft pick, then yes, I would. Now, if it's more of like a redraft, you can only keep like 3 keepers or something like that, then I probably want to do that. Gibson or McKissick? I do have Gibson higher. I would go with Gibson. Let's see. Is Rashad Penny anything really to look into, or is Collins for sure the number 1? I would keep Rashad Penny right now, if you can. Now, if you need somebody to play this week, go ahead and, feel free to cut him. But I would, because, yes, Alex Collins out-touched him, but this was Rashad Penny's really first action since week 1, and he actually nearly out-snapped Alex Collins. So, I do think that Alex Collins is the number 1, but once again, I've said this multiple times. I do think that this team wants to get they want to get him going, Rashad Penny, because they don't want to be wrong that they drafted him in the first round. So, yeah. Yuki, yo, what's up? Hey, Tyler, what's up? Yuki, how you doing? Elijah Mitchell or James Conner rest of the season? For me, I would go with Elijah Mitchell. He looks like the guy in the backfield. Hill for Zeke? For me, I would want Zeke side, yes. Especially because he's already had his bye. Hey, we got Robert Barnes 1. So, 1 for me, I got to check. I might go... Who is it? Devon? No, I have Pittman higher. So I would go with Pittman there. I would go with Pittman, Robert Barnes, and appreciate the $5 donation. Shout out to Robert. I'm buffering. Oh, okay. Hopefully it stops buffering here. Jonathan, we got starters. We got Dak, Darrell Williams, Herbert, Ridley, Kupp, Higbee, and McLaurin at flex. Bench 1. We got Beasley, Matt Ryan, Booker, and Barkley out. Any changes you make? Oh, no, that's just bench. Okay, that's just your bench. Thinking of switching Beasley for McLaurin. So I would just keep it as is, personally. I would keep it. I like McLaurin a decent amount more than Beasley. Yes, Beasley, he's all right, but I would keep it with McLaurin, personally, is what I would do. And real quick, I'm going to take a quick little plug here. A little plug. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that like button. We're up to 61 people. Only 49 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 60 likes. We can do it. 60 likes. So smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Come and get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Get your questions answered. All you got to do, once again, is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. All right, firing through these questions in chat. Who won? Eckler, Ridley, Ertz, Judy for Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen, Kyle Pitts? Honestly, I would probably go... that's pretty close, honestly. I think that's decent. I'd probably go with the Eckler side, though. But it is really close, Alex. All right, should I accept the trade? I get Henry and Hopkins. I give away Metcalf and Eckler and Alex Collins. Yeah, I would do that trade, yes. Beasley got a lot of competition for targets with Diggs. Yes, McLaurin is the guy. Yeah, and McLaurin should see a good amount of targets. I know that it's kind of like hit or miss sometimes, but still, he's the alpha wide receiver. I would go him. I also have Zeke. Zeke's amazing. Jacobi or Emmanuel Sanders? Emmanuel Sanders. Need 3 wide receivers. We got Godwin, Sutton, Sanders, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen. I would go with 3 wide receivers: Godwin, T. Higgins, and Keenan Allen. Yes. Tyler, would you go James Robinson or Joe Mixon? I would go with... Who do I have higher? I want to say... Is it... I have James Robinson higher. James Robinson for me. I know it's very close, but I would go with James Robinson. By the way, Tyler, MVS isn't officially out, but according to Shefty, he's most likely not going to play. Okay. Appreciate it, Ozai. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, MVS isn't officially out, but it definitely looks likely that he's not going to play. So at least it's a Thursday night game. And at least with Devontae Adams, too, we know that he's officially going to be out. And it's a Thursday night game, so that's good. I like the Thursday night games for this reason. It's good to just know with some of these guys. So Tony or Michael Carter? I would go Tony. You think CMC is actually making a comeback next week? I think that he'll come back, yes. He should. And if not, we got some big issues there. I like Mixon versus the Jets. I like Mixon versus the Jets too. I think I have them literally ranked right next to each other. Him and James Robinson. I just look at it this way. James Robinson is the true bell cow in that offense. Where Mixon actually last week only had 12 touches and a blowout loss, which is a little concerning because P. Ryan actually touched the ball and Mike Evans has been used. No, his name Mike. No, what's his name? Chris Evans. Chris Evans, like the actor. All right. Anyways, hey, we got a $2 donation from Robert again. Robert Barnes with the $2 donation. We got the Eagles D or Cowboys defense. I would go with the. I gotta check who. Oh, Cowboys defense. I have Cowboys defense. I would go with the Cowboys defense this upcoming weekend. And appreciate the $2 donation. All right. We got Trey Gibson for Higgins and redraft. I'd probably keep Gibson there just because I'd rather have a running back. But that is close. Can you shout out for Fantasy League and chat going too fast? Yeah. Am I able to at you, MP? Okay, I'll just say it out loud. You want me? All right, so everyone pay attention. Just paid it. Tyler just paid his rent with these donos. This is true. It'll be a good month for my kids. You're great at doing, my man. Just curious, what's your overall record in your leagues? So I don't know what my overall record is, but there's a lot of leagues where I'm like 4-3. There's a couple leagues, actually one league where I'm 2-5. And honestly, my team's really good. I've gotten so unlucky. I have like the third most points scored in that league. But then there's other leagues where I'm like, there's a couple leagues where I'm 3-4. And one of the leagues is also, once again, third most points. It's just been unfortunate. But then there's a couple leagues where like my team was looking really good. I'm 5-2. It looks really good. Definitely look like the favorite to win. All right, so bunch of questions coming in chat. So if anybody is interested in starting in getting in a league mid-year, MP is in chat. He's a mod. Just say that you're interested. MP will get in contact with you. So MP's looking to start a league. So if you're interested in that, MP is the guy that you want to find. So add MP. Start Herbert or Cooks. I would go, if it's PPR, give me Cooks. I traded James Robinson for DJ Moore, W or L. I'd rather have James Robinson personally, but if you needed wide receiver, I mean, that's fine. That's a good trade. Who should I trade Lockett and Gibson for? I mean, it's really hard for me to say. It's really hard for me to say who exactly. But I would try to keep Tyler Lockett because for me, he's more of a buy low candidate. But I would definitely try to trade away Gibson. Start T. Higgins or Michael Pittman this week at flex. Ooh, that one's going to be close. I want to say T. Higgins. I probably have higher. Let me double check. I have T. Higgins one spot higher. So really close. Sanders or Patterson at flex. For me, Patterson. I have Kamara and Eckler, but my wide receivers could Ridley, Thielen, and Sutton. Should I trade one of the running backs to get better? No, I would just keep your wide receivers. I would keep those running backs right now. Those running backs are honestly top 5 running backs. Would you trade Jarrell Williams and Corey Davis for Devontae Smith and Michael Carter? Say hi from Brazil. Hey, Brazil. Yo, shout out to Brazil. Alan from Brazil. I would want the Devontae Smith and Michael Carter side. Yes. Star 3, we got Cup, Diggs, Ridley, DJ Moore. I would go with Cup, Diggs, and DJ Moore. Pick 2, we got Yuki, and Robert Barnes is interested, MP. We got pick 2, wide receiver, and 1 flex. We got Debo, Mike Williams, DJ Morris, CD, and Joe Mixon. Okay, so Debo, I would go with DJ Moore, and honestly, I would go with CD Lamb. I would go with 3 wide receivers. It's very close between Joe Mixon as well. Very close. Actually, I gotta double check my flex rank. Let me check this. So where's Debo? Actually, I would go Joe Mixon. Let me see. Where's Joe Mixon? Joe Mixon at? Where is Joe Mixon? Did I not include him in my... He's the only person that I don't have in my total flex rankings. Okay, I got to fix that right now. Yeah, so, okay, so... Yeah, I don't even have... I totally... He's the only guy that I literally probably don't have. Well, thank God you said that. All right, so New York Jets. Okay, so I would go with Mixon. Who was it again? Yuki? It was Yuki, right? That said that? Okay, so Debo, Mixon, and who is my other one? Flex rankings. I want to say, is it DJ Moore? DJ Moore. Yeah, DJ Moore is one spot higher. So those three guys are really close. Joe Mixon, DJ Moore, and CeeDee Lamb are literally all right next to each other. So I would go with Joe Mixon, DJ Moore, and who is the other one? Debo. As long as Debo plays. I don't know if Debo is going to play this week. Actually, I probably even have Debo ranked lower. Sorry, this is the first time, not the first time. Well, actually, I haven't gone live here in a few days, so I'm getting used to my rankings right now. Looking at them on the fly. Double checking these as well. All right, so let's keep going. Have a good one. Gotta go get to class. Hey, see you, Dominic. All right, so let's get back to this. First time listener. Hey, appreciate it, Corey. Would you trade JJ and Henderson for Eckler and Godwin? Redraft. Would you trade JJ and Henderson for... Yes, I would probably. I would do that. Thanks, Tyler. You're welcome, Yuki. No problem. Should I trade Chubb for Swift? I would want Swift. As long as it's PPR. Yes. Start three. We got Stephon Diggs, Ridley, AJ Brown, Mike Williams, Robert Woods. So Diggs, AJ Brown, and I got to double check that one. Ridley and... who is it? Mike Williams? Ooh, Ridley just... one spot higher than Mike Williams, so very close. So I would go with Diggs, Calvin Ridley, AJ Brown. Should I start Beasley or Julio Jones? For me, Beasley. Hey, Tyler, should I trade Tyreek Hill, Cordell Patterson, and Schultz for D-Hop and Kamara? I have Goddard and Kittle. Yeah, I would do that trade. Yes, I would. Who should I trade Hawkinson for? Because Kittle is coming back. I'd rather trade... Honestly, I would trade Kittle. I would rather trade Kittle. I would try to trade him once he's back. That's what I would do. Slayton Myers, NJJ, or Beasley. Marvin Jones. I would go with Marvin Jones Jr. Someone offered Gibson for Ridley. What should I do? I would take, as long as it's PPR, give me Ridley. Damian Harris, Gibson, Marvin Jones, Darrell Williams, Ayuk, pick one. I would go with Damian Harris, Gibson, Marvin Jones, Darrell. Pick one, Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams, I would go. Start Hopkins or Cobb tonight. Hopkins for me. If Cook actually goes to the Packers, do you think his value goes up or down? It would go up. His value would definitely go up. His target share would go down, but the quality of his targets would actually be better. So it kind of even itself out. He would go up. I guess it would kind of stay the same because exactly what I said. I think it would more stay the same where he'll probably have more touchdowns, obviously, but he's not going to have, a nearly 40% target share that he's like, I think it's like 33 what his target share is. So I think that if he does go to the Packers, his target share would go down, but the quality of targets, the touchdowns would go up for him. Tyler, you joining? Yeah, I would join MP. Ricky Seals-Jones or Zach Ertz? For me, I would go with Zach Ertz. Pick up Galladay, Parker, or Beasley and drop Ayuk. So, what I would do is I would pick up Parker, but I wouldn't drop Ayuk yet, just because if you have Debo, I don't know if Debo practiced today. Can someone let me know? Did Debo practice today? I didn't see any update on it. If Debo did practice, then yeah, drop Ayuk. But if Debo did not practice again, then keep Ayuk right now. Sutton, MT, or Devontae? I would go with, I got to double check this. My wide receiver rankings. I want to say, I have Sutton higher. Sutton. Go Sutton. Nightbot isn't letting you send the link. It keeps getting, what, taken down? It gets deleted right away, Optimize? Just send the link in the Discord, and then I'll send it, Optimize. I'll look for it, right? Send the link in Discord. Just PM me privately and start T. Higgins or Michael Pittman this week at flex. For me, I need to double check that one as well. That one's probably really close. T. Higgins, yeah, T. Higgins one spot higher than Michael Pittman. 22 and 23. Game ball or Dearness? Game ball for me. Trade Najee and Keenan Allen for Patterson, Ridley, and Diggs. No, I wouldn't. I would keep Najee. David Johnson, Elijah Mitchell, Sutton, Thielen, Metcalf, Amari, pick 2. So I would go with where's my flex ranking? I want to say the wide receivers. Probably, who is it again? David Johnson. So I would go with Thielen and Amari. I would go with Thielen and Amari. Tyler, should I drop Zeke? Yeah. Yuki, yeah, drop Zeke. Yeah, I meant in the Discord. Oh, okay. Well, just send it to me privately. I'll send it. I don't know why it's not letting you send it in the Discord. I got a warning. I'll have to fix that, and I'll have to fix it in the Discord. I'll fix it after the stream. I don't know why it won't let you do that. I'll fix it. Gronk or Fant? I would go with Fant this week. Start Jared Cook or Robert Tonyan this week. I would go with Robert Tonyan. Emmanuel Sanders versus Miami's defense or Keenan Allen versus the Patriots. I would go with Keenan Allen. Jerry Jeudy or Claypool? Jerry Jeudy. Do you think that someone would accept Tyreek for Swift and Deontay? They get Tyreek. Possibly. I think maybe. Michael Pittman or Emmanuel Sanders at flex this week. I would go with Michael Pittman. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor, smash that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. And if you're over on YouTube, or if you're on TikTok right now, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. You'll have a better chance of getting your questions answered over on YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Once again, click on my profile in my description. You'll see my link tree. The link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. All right. DK and MT for Chase. Who won? Chase. Chase looks unstoppable right now. Damian Harris or Elijah Mitchell in the flex. I would go with Elijah Mitchell. Should I trade Mixon, Patterson, and CeeDee for Derrick Henry and Damian Harris? Yeah, I would probably do that, honestly. I traded Hurts, JT, and Debo for Mahomes, AK, and AJ Brown and Lockett. Did I win? If you got the AK side, absolutely 100%. What's your top 5 defenses? My top 5 defenses. Let me double check this. Defensive rankings. So the Rams, Bills, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Dallas. Those are my top 5 defenses. James RB1 son. That's his name. James RB1 son. Because he's a stud. What do you think of James Robinson and Devontae Parker for Gibson and CD? I would want the James Robinson side, honestly. Tua or Teddy Bridgewater or another cute. I like Teddy Bridgewater this week. Fire him up. Good matchup. Getting Jerry Jeudy back. Fire him up. Damian Harris or Elijah Mitchell? Elijah Mitchell. Pick one. We got Harris, Herbert, Moss. Herbert for me. James Robinson for Justin Jefferson. I'm getting Justin Jefferson. I'd rather have James Robinson. It's really close. I'd rather, I'm just somebody who always leans running backs because running backs having an RB1 is, in my opinion, basically a bell cow running back is the most important position in fantasy football. So for me, one of the most important pieces in fantasy football, and that's what James Robinson is. He plays all the snaps. I know it's not that good of a team, but plays, 70% plus snaps, sees the majority of the work in the rushing game, also the receiving game at the running back position. I'd rather have James Robinson, but if you're in desperate need for a wide receiver and James Robinson's kind of like your extra running back, then sure. No lie, I have Waller, Schultz, Hawkinson. Who would you trade? So what I would do is I would try to trade Waller or Hawkinson just because their name's higher. And honestly, Schultz has been nearly just as good as those guys this year. So I would try to trade Waller and Hawkinson. Definitely one of those guys. Hey, and we got Jay Smith becomes a member. Hey, shout out to Jay Smith becoming a member. Also, I guess real quick, I should include this real quick. James Smith becomes a member. As you can see in chat, you'll see guys with the green name tag. They'll also have a badge next to the name. These guys also, if there's any women, not just guys, but these people have priority in chat. So anytime that they say something in chat, 100% they get their questions answered. I jump to their question right away. You can sign up to become a member. You'll see Stream Elements talking about it. I'll also post something right now, but it's as low as $2.99, and the number one thing that you get is priority in chat. Sign up to be a member, priority in chat. There's different tiers, you unlock different things. So shout out to all the members out there, and once again, shout out to everybody that's a part of the live stream. Thank you all. All right, let's get back to it. Cobb, Kirk, Beasley, or Claypool at flex. For me, I'm going to go with out of all those guys, Claypool. Should I trade for Saquon despite the injury? I would. I think his value is pretty low. I don't think he's going to play this week, so I would get him. Should I trade Tyreek? If so, for who? I would keep Tyreek right now. Cousins, Bridgewater, Daniel Jones. For me, I would go with Cousins. Josh Allen or Matthew Stafford? Josh Allen this week. Let's see. Amari Cooper, Galladay, Amari Cooper. Who should I trade Gibson for, or should I keep him? I would try to trade him, really. It's hard for me to say who exactly, but I would definitely try to trade him. Bailey Ward, we got Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen. Who should I trade Gibson for? No, I already got that one. Should I start Gibson or start Emmons or Darrell Williams? I would start Emmons. No, Darrell Williams. And Ethan, what I would do is I would take Antonio Gibson, go out, try to get James Conner. Don't do it 1-for-1 because honestly, I think people will look at Gibson and say, no, he's much more valuable than James Conner. So you could go out and get James Conner, which is essentially the same person that Antonio Gibson is right now. He doesn't play on passing down. His passing down route participation went down this week to 21%. 21%. That's absolutely awful. He's hurt. He's banged up. James Conner right now plays on a better offense. Is their goal line back. So go out, get James Conner, and you could probably get another piece. James Conner and someone else for Antonio Gibson. That's honestly what I would try to do. Also, we got a $2 donation from MJ. Shout out to MJ. Trade Collins for Gibson. Now, I would do that. I would want Antonio Gibson. Absolutely. Yes. Shepard, Cooper, Kirk, Higgins, or Ridley. Pick two. I would want Cooper, and I would want Ridley out of those guys. Jay Smith. Appreciate you, Jay Smith, for signing up as well. Can you pick one for my flex? We got Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Cordell Patterson, or Damian Harris. You're at 5 today. No, I'm at 6 members. There's 6 members today. That ties my record for most members in one day. Who's going to break the record? Come on. $2.99. That's all you got to do to sign up to get a member. And you get priority in chat. Who wouldn't want to do that? You get priority in chat. Just don't go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's tonight. Instead, spend it here to get priority in chat. Get questions answered every single week. There you go. All right. Also, okay, so pick 2. Jay Smith. Did I already do that one? Shepard, Cooper. Yeah, I did. I got that one. Can you pick one for my flex from AJO? Pick one for my flex. We got Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Cordell Patterson, or Damian Harris. What I would do is, out of all of them, I would go with Mike. No, I got to double check that. Hold on one second. I might have Mike Evans, but it might be Cordell Patterson. Need to double check that. It is Cordell Patterson. I would go with Cordell Patterson there. Who is that? AJO. Cordell Patterson. AJ Green or P. Ryan? AJ Green. DeAndre Hopkins or Cortland Sutton? DeAndre Hopkins. Waddle or Corey Davis? Waddle. Do you play Randall Cobb today? I mean, it depends on who your other options are. I don't love Randall Cobb, but if you're desperate, then yeah. Mario, there's Tony or Cobb. I would go with Tony. Hey, we got Parker Owen becomes a starter. There we go. 7 new members today. That is a record for me. Also, so is the donations today. Over $100. Man, that is crazy. Appreciate everybody. That is I'm setting new records today. Honestly, it means a lot. Thank you. Evans against the Saints, which why I asked. Thanks. I'll start Cordell Patterson. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. No, it's a good question. Those guys are very close for me. So, hey, appreciate it, OJL, and appreciate you becoming a member. And appreciate Parker Owen for becoming a member. Shout out to Parker. Love the content. Keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate it. It will keep coming. Don't worry. Keep the content coming. Moss or Dearness? Moss. Do I trade CD, Henderson, Goddard, and Elijah Mitchell for Dalvin, Waller, and Sutton? Yeah, if I'm getting the Dalvin Cook, Waller side, yes, I would do that side. What three should I start? Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, CD, AJ Brown, or Deontay Johnson? So I would start, I would go with, that's a lot of guys. So I would go CD, AJ Brown, and Deontay Johnson out of those three. Very, very close between Deontay Johnson and Mike Williams, though. Mckissick for Goddard and Michael Carter, who wins? I'd say probably the Goddard, Michael Carter, because I don't see a massive difference between Mike Gesicki. I love Mike Gesicki and Goddard, but Michael Carter just kind of like the cherry on top. Yeah. Just became a member and got my question answered in 5 seconds. Definitely worth it. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Once again, that's the benefit of being a member. There's also different tiers that you unlock. You can lock rankings and all that kind of stuff. But the number one thing is you get your question answered. 100%. 100%. Breaking news, Jerry Jeudy, I'm back and ready to go. Jerry Jeudy, I can't wait to see him back. Does Parker and Fuller coming back soon? Yeah, I would say it hurts his value a little bit, but here's the thing is that even last year, Mike Gesicki, after Tua took over, Mike Gesicki was tight end number 4, I believe. I don't know if it was 4 or 5. I think it might have been tight end number 4 on a points per game basis for the rest of the season once Tua took over. So, like, Mike Gesicki is no joke, and everybody talks about George Kittle being a freak athlete at the tight end position. Mike Gesicki is a better athlete. He tested better than George Kittle. Mike Gesicki is an absolute freak of nature at the tight end position. He's a stud. And Tua, obviously, they have a good connection dating back to last year. In the preseason, you saw it. Mike Gesicki will take a little bit of a hit, but honestly, I still expect him to be a borderline top 5 tight end for the rest of the season. Tyler, when do you want to draft? We were thinking around 3:34. I can't draft. I have to pick up my kids from school then, MP. I can't draft then. I'll let you know. Once I get off here, I'm going to get off here in like 10 minutes, and then I'll text you in the Discord. I've got Woods, Sanders, and Jeudy. Who should I trade straight up for T. Higgins? I know you said to pick him up, so which one? I would do Woods if you can. I would start with Woods. I would try to trade Woods for T. Higgins straight up. And we got a $5 donation from Cam. Appreciate it. Will we see an increased role for A.J. Dillon tonight with the Packers 3 wide receiver? It's risky, but I might start Dillon over Javonte. I would probably go with Javonte, but I do think that there's going to be a little bit of an uptick for A.J. Dillon because I think what you're going to have is Aaron Jones going to be more involved as a wide receiver. So then I think that they're going to get A.J. Dillon a little bit more involved in the rushing game. Totally, this is just, my thoughts on it. Okay, I could totally be wrong. But I believe Aaron Jones is going to be a big part of the offense, but they probably will get A.J. Dillon a little bit more involved tonight with the guys hurt. But I would still go with Javonte Williams. I have him ranked higher. But, hey, if you want to take the chance and want to be able to have somebody to watch tonight, hey, go for it. But I would go with Javonte. Kupp or Tyreek? Cooper Kupp is my wide receiver 1 this week. Cooper Kupp for the rest of time until he falls off, if he ever does, is wide receiver number 1 for the rest of the season. I don't even care with Devontae Adams. Actually, Devontae Adams probably will be wide receiver once he comes back. But Cooper Kupp is, dude, the dude is on pace to break the regular season, fantasy football regular season record at the wide receiver position. Okay? Cooper Kupp has been amazing. He's a league winner. Amazing. P. Reiner, Gibson. Jones going to have a big game tonight? He should. He really shouldn't. If he doesn't, massive disappointing. I traded Devontae Smith for Michael Thomas, Tony Pollard, and Khalif Raymond. Was that a good trade? Yeah, I think that's a good trade. What's a good wide receiver I can get for Damian Harris, PPR? That's tough. I would try to get like a guy like, you probably won't be able to, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for, like a Terry McLaurin. kind of what I would shoot for. How do you see Pittman for the rest of the season? I like Pittman for the rest of the season. I think that Michael Pittman is honestly a really good wide receiver. I think he's going to develop it. He's already developing into a really good NFL wide receiver. I kind of see like Mike Evans a little bit in Michael Pittman. I don't want to say that he's going to be Mike Evans because Mike Evans has been historically good, consistent especially, but I think that he's going to be a good wide receiver and for the rest of the season, like a really good wide receiver too. Hey, Tyler, is Alex Collins worth keeping or Chris Carson? I would honestly keep Alex Collins until we get word with what's going on exactly with Chris Carson. So I would keep him. Should I trade Elijah Mitchell and someone else for Saquon or just keep... or just 1-for-1? No, they won't take that. But I would try to trade Elijah Mitchell and somebody else for Saquon. Yes, David. Cobb or AJ Green tonight? I would go with AJ Green. What do you think I could get for Kupp if I wanted to trade him? Oh my gosh. I mean, you could get a lot for Cooper Kupp. Like I would definitely shoot for like a guy like Darrell Henderson and a top tier wide receiver as well. Like DeAndre Swift and a top tier wide receiver is what I would shoot for. And if I can't get one of them, then I'm not going to trade Cooper Kupp. Is Knox out for Buffalo? Yeah, I think he's out. I don't know if he's officially been ruled out, but I don't think he's going to be playing this week. Probably going to be out for a couple weeks. Hubbard or Herbert for my running back. I would go with I have Herbert one spot higher, and Claypool, Cobb, or T. Higgins for my wide receiver. For me, T. Higgins. Emmanuel Sanders, Sterling Shepard, Robert Woods, pick 2. Emmanuel Sanders and Sterling Shepard for me. Julio or LaVisca, Julio for me. Is Sweeney a good pickup? He's okay, but here's the thing with Sweeney is that Sweeney's not a very good athlete. Dawson Knox is actually a very good athlete. He's a pretty good athlete at the tight end position where Sweeney's really not. So I don't think that Sweeney's just going to produce what Dawson Knox was, and so I really want to pick him up. I think there's better options out there. Angel, might be a dumb question, but Damian Harris or Nick Chubb? Harris has looked good so far, and he's no, it's not a dumb question, but I would definitely go with Nick Chubb. Without Kareem Hunt, I think Nick Chubb's going to absolutely dominate the touches in this backfield. And we saw last week. I mean, I really didn't think Cleveland was going to win. I thought the Broncos were going to win, but look at what Dearness Johnson did last week. Nick Chubb is 10 times the player that Dearness Johnson is. So Nick Chubb, fire him up. Also, the Steelers gave up 100 yards to Alex Collins before the bye week. So I know it looks like a tough matchup against Pittsburgh, but honestly, I don't think it's that tough. Daniel Jones or Joe Burrow? For me, I would go with Joe Burrow. And why? Because he plays the Jets, but it is really close between him and Danny Dimes. Let me double check my rank. Probably honestly right next to each other. Yeah, so Joe Burrow is a little bit higher just because he plays the Jets, and we saw last week what Joe Burrow is capable of. Just a really good matchup for him, but I do love Danny Dimes. But I think that Danny Dimes is just a little bit more, has those moments where makes really head-scratching plays. So for that reason, I would just go with Joe Burrow. Has a better supporting cast as well. We got a $2 donation. Hey, appreciate the $2 donation from Paolo. Totally mispronouncing, but hey, we call you P. Okay, P. No. $2 donation, appreciate it. We got Devontae and Rams D from Michael Thomas. Who wins? Have MT and 4-3. So you're getting MT? Honestly, I don't think it's that bad of a trade. Just because hopefully Michael Thomas comes back soon. I do think that when Michael Thomas comes back, it's going to take him even a little bit more time to really get up to speed. So if you're 4-3 and you have Michael Thomas, I think that really he's going to be good for you down the stretch, especially for the playoffs. Tyler, we're going to draft 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Is that okay? I mean, I can't. I'm picking on my kids at that time. Optimize. I'm picking on my kids then. Chuba Hubbard or Mike Davis? Chuba Hubbard, Elijah Mitchell or T. Higgins? Elijah Mitchell, Jared Cook or Seals Jones? I would go with Seals Jones. Would you trade Kupp for A.J. Brown, Aaron Jones, and Ridley? Absolutely, I would do that trade. Yes, I would do that one. Who's a good tight end I could get on waivers? All right, so some of my top tight ends this week that might be available. C.J. Uzomah, Robert Tonyan, Ricky Seals-Jones, Dan Arnold, Jared Cook, Evan Ingram, Mo Alley Cox. One of those guys in that order is what I would do. Jessica Sanchez becomes a starter. Hey, shout out to Jessica. Become a member. Now officially, once again, breaking our records here. 8 new members today. Just today. Hey, Shout out to Jessica. W's in chat for Jessica. Thank you for becoming a member. And number one thing that you get when you become a member, priority in chat. You ask a question, your question gets answered. Priority in chat, you'll see them pop up. Thank you. Hello, just joined. Thank you for all your info. Appreciate you joining. Thank you. Real MVP. And once again, you get priority in chat when you become a member. Low as $2.99. Don't go to McDonald's tonight, right? Don't go to Wendy's. $2.99. You get your question answered 100%. All right. Chuba Hubbard or Mike Davis? Chuba Hubbard. Should I trade DJ Moore for D. Smith and Khalil Herbert? No, I'd rather have DJ Moore personally. Cortland Sutton or Cordell Patterson, PPR. I would go with Cordell Patterson. Elliott, Eckler, Mixon, pick 2, please. Thank you. Jessica, I would go with Elliott and Eckler there. I do like Mixon this week, but Elliott and Eckler, just two absolute studs. Fire them up. I would go with Elliott and Eckler. And thank you for becoming a member once again. Shout out to you. Jerry Jeudy or Gibson. I would go with, honestly, Jerry Jeudy this week. Pick 2, we got Javonte Williams, Kenneth Gainwell, and J.D. McKissick. I would go with Javonte Williams and Kenneth Gainwell. Higbee or Seals? Seals Jones. I would go with Higbee. Darrell Williams or Adam Thielen? I would go with Darrell Williams. Pick 2, we got one flex. Wait, pick 2. One wide receiver, one flex. Okay, so Brandon Cooks, Alex Collins. So I would go with, out of all those guys, I already know who I would go. I would go with Brandon Cooks and then Marvin Jones. Awesome, thank you. You're welcome, no problem. Will David Johnson, Collins? Oh, okay, no. PPR, Darrell Williams, David Johnson, Collins, or Mitchell. I would go with Darrell Williams there. Darrell Williams. And real quick, I got like just a couple more minutes here and then I got to hop off. So if you haven't already, do me a big favor, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that like button. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. Not as busy. Also, I'm going to be going live tonight. So make sure you hit that follow button. Or if you're over on TikTok, subscribe. If you're over on YouTube, I'll be going live at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight. So 5:30, I'll be going live tonight. Also, real quick, another quick plug. If you want to get your questions answered, believe me, I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. Best thing to do, sign up to be a member. $2.99, as low as $2.99. There's also different tiers that you can unlock, different things. But the number one thing you get is priority in chat. So anytime you ask a question, it gets answered 100%. Also, super chats are available. You get your questions answered that way as well. All right, so AJO, we got Mike Evans or Mike Williams this week. Thanks for all your help. No problem. Ooh, that one's got to be close. So who do I have higher? Mike Williams, I knew it. Mike Williams is one spot higher. One spot higher. I have Mike Williams as wide receiver number 12 this week, so one spot higher. Thoughts on Ayuk? I like Ayuk if Debo is out. If Debo is out, don't like Ayuk at all. Keenan Allen or Ridley? I would go with Ridley there. Ridley for me. Keenan Allen or Ridley? Ridley. Is Deontay Johnson a good start this week? Yes, Bailey. He's a good start. Dominic. We got Amari Cooper or Jerry Jeudy? Amari Cooper. Should I trade James Robinson and Calvin Ridley for Najee? Ooh. Okay, if it's full point PPR, yes. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do that. I would just keep the James Robinson side. But that's really, 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 really close. Tony or Cobb? Tony. Darrell Williams, David Johnson, Collins, or Elijah Mitchell? Darrell Williams for me. Bro, is Gainwell a lock this week? My other option is McKissick. Yeah, I would go with Gainwell over those guys. Yes. Over McKissick and Gage. Give me Gainwell. I got Eckler and Gaskin for D-Hop and Hunt. W, that's a big fat W. Absolutely, Ben. Marquise Brown or Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen. All right, in 2 minutes before I got to hop off here. So 2 more minutes, get your questions answered. Once again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow if you're over on TikTok. I'll be live at 5:30 tonight. 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Answering all your questions, 5:30. Last one. Damian Harris or Mixon for flex? Or is that Damian Harris? Yes, that's Damian Harris. Jessica, I would go with Mixon there for flex. Mixon in the flex. And Jonathan, we got starters. Tannehill, Gainwell, Najee Harris, Woods, A.J. Brown, Hawkinson, and Mike Evans. Bench, Matt Ryan, Goddard, Javonte Williams, Myles Gaskin, Marvin Jones. Anything you would change? Appreciate it, brother. No, honestly, I think that's pretty good to me. I would leave it as is. Yes, I would leave it as is. Is Mitchell a good flex this week? Yes, he is. Does Chase Edmonds have any fantasy value? Absolutely, yes. Listen, Chase Edmonds, I believe, is a top 25 running back. I'd have to double check that, but I believe he's a top 25 running back, and he's like the only top 25 running back that has yet to score a touchdown. He's a very good PPR running back, runs one of the highest route participations amongst all the running backs, so running routes. And in PPR leagues, running backs that run routes, see targets, are much more valuable than anybody else. Yes, Damian Williams, thank you. You're welcome. No problem. All right, so I got to go because I got to go pick up my kids from school. I'm going to go eat dinner, do some other stuff. Be back at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be back. I'll be live answering questions. So if I didn't answer your question, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow over on TikTok. I'll be going live. I'll answer your questions. All right. I got to go. So peace out, everybody. I'll see you at 5:30 in a few hours here. Peace out.